is day one. I flew in this morning and it's been wonderful. I've managed to actually remote control everything. I've seen a few areas. I have learned a lot. I think the global conversations ongoing in all the various areas have been fascinating. I sat in this morning in a session where I heard about India, I heard about Rwanda's development, and I heard about how the world is looking in terms of infrastructure. It really is a great opportunity to learn, but to also pick up a lot of things that I think would make us even more competitive.
But on the other hand, given the last year and the experiences you've had, which would not be wished on one's worst enemy, there must be a lot of questions to you as well.
There are a lot of questions. I came here to learn, so I'm glad I'm not participating in any big way. I really want to pick up on, and what I really find in all these engagements is how in the world we actually have, when you benchmark what mining is ongoing and what happened in South Africa, when you benchmark the societal challenges that the world is facing, you realize we're not unique. And maybe our solutions need to be unique, and maybe we need to find each other. All stakeholders need to collaborate and really have tangible actions. And those kind of learnings are common.
There definitely is a ratcheting up of that issue here in Davos this time round. But a question, Anglo Platinum, have they got the jump on you by taking on the money lenders?
You know, the whole industry, we all need to partake in this journey about our employees. We have been on this journey, Alec, since about 2011 strongly. We introduced financial literacy for our employees, and we also realized within that whole Marikana area, the amount of almost illegal loan sharks that existed. So immediately after the week that changed our lives in 2012, we embarked on almost eliminating or reducing and working hard at closing some of those loan sharks. So the work that we have done as an industry has been shared through the Chamber of Mines. So what we're seeing with other partners like Anglo American coming on board to drive this message so that our own employees, the extra money they've got, can actually go the extra mile for education, for health, for their families. It is critical. So we welcome Anglo Platinum's efforts because it's something that we've been at it as well.
And it is interesting that you hear in Davos the refrain, it's no longer shareholder value or shareholder returns, it's stakeholder returns. And I guess in many ways, what you're doing at Lonmin after a very difficult learning curve is that.
I was very clear as I joined Lonmin that creating win-win solutions was going to be the way. And we could only do it through real, genuine engagements in relationships with all stakeholders. So the things we have done with our main community, the BAPO, what we've done with all our unions is really to say all stakeholders should love a Lonmin that is successful, because that's how we can solve some of the social challenges.
What about bringing Joseph Mthunjwa here next year?
It is a great idea, and it's something I've engaged with him before I left South Africa. We've had to chat to make sure we actually mapped a way forward of what would be a successful Lonmin look like for the union, for our stakeholders, for shareholders, and for every valued stakeholder who believes they need a stake in Lonmin. So I really believe all of us